buddy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I guess the first question I got for you, man, is, well, let's go ahead. Were you not waking up this morning knowing what you got going on today? Not saying you took a long hiatus, right? But know what you got in your back pocket before we get to the third round and everything like that. Were you nervous at all?
Oh yeah. It's always some nerves. Just you want to make sure you're clean. You want the crowd to, receive you well. You know what I'm saying? You hoping that they on your side. It's always I'm a person where like I have OCD, man. So I always have these intrusive thoughts that's like, nah, you gonna go up there and die today. So I struggle with my mental health, man. So
I feel you, brother.
it's always a nerve-wracking situation every time you get on stage.
How did it feel did you know that you and Real Deal would set the night off? You knew that going into the battle? Or
I kind of mentioned that in the third a little bit. Like I know who they're pushing and who they're not. So I mean it was already a thought process that I could potentially be going first.
Does that bother you at all? Because I know some people like starting the night off because the crowd have been they've been waiting for the first battle. You get the more oohs and ahs in the first battle. Some people say
it bothers me because of the placement of when you battle. It's a stigma on it. If you're the opener, you're like the bottom of the card,
Right.
That's the stigma on it. And the reason why it does bother me is because I'm from North Carolina, so I don't feel like I should have to open up in my own state. Not as much work as I've put on for this particular state that we in.
I did feel funny, respectfully to URL. I thought you should have came out last. I think Real Deal should have came out first.
Yeah,
I did pick up on that. No, I'm saying.
Oh, you mean on stage?
On the introduction.
Yeah.
Like I thought you should have came out last. North Carolina. I know you're from Wilson, right?
Yeah, I'm from Wilson.
It's in Raleigh. The battle's in Raleigh, right?
Yeah.
Still should have gave you that respect, in my opinion, by letting you come out. But neither here nor there, man. Yeah. How do you feel, man? Well, let me ask you this first off. Do you feel like it was a home game for you? Did you feel like that in the building?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely felt like a home game. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. I'm from the 252. I'm from Eastern North Carolina. So, when I'm in the building, man, and every time I get to battle in Raleigh, like friends of mine pull up, like people that don't watch battle rap, they just know that I don't live in North Carolina for the past like almost 2 years now. I've been living in Louisiana. So when I do come home, it's always people that's like, man, I might not get a chance to see you, so I'm gonna pull up, So I'm like, where I'm from is a small town, man. Shout out to Wide Awake Wilson. We like 30 minutes east of Raleigh. So it's a lot different than being in Raleigh. Like even just statistically being from the small town that I'm from, real backwood, real like country, like not really too many people, but we still got all the drama, all the murders and whatever you could think of, that's still prevalent there as well. So it's a lot of people who mindset like Raleigh is the furthest they'll ever go. So it's good to be able to come back to North Carolina and put on for my people.
How many times have you battled in Carolina in your career? No.
URL or just like
overall? Not just URL. Not just URL. Overall.
So overall, my team, Hunger Games, my bro Jay Rome, he's been real active in Carolina battle rap culture as far as like throwing events. Even Tink the Demon has came to North Carolina and thrown a bunch of events. So we're always like hands on with local talent, trying to get them to a RBE, URL, King of the Dot, something like that. So we've always had our hands in that. As far as me battling, I can't count it exactly. I always claim Body Bag Battle League as a home league. I got a couple joints on Body Bag. It was an old league called Lyrical Gladiators. They're not around no more, but I've been over there a couple times. I was on a league called Gold Bars Battle League. They're not around no more. But yeah, I would say like at least 5 or 6 times I battled in Carolina. All for URL. In URL, though, I battled Sharon and Real Deal, both in Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. After a battle, you're the battle rapper. Educate me, Nunn. After a battle like this, is it a blur? You remember everything that transpired? Like,
Yeah, I remember this one pretty good. Usually it is a blur, but knowing what I was about to do in the third round, this one's I couldn't. Yeah, I remember this one very well.
Let me take my time right here. So let's go. Real Deal's first round. What do you thought about his first round? What's your thoughts? If you remember.
First, he starts rapping. First round's cool, but I felt like, man, I can beat it. You know, as long as my energy's right. My problem with battle rap, I feel like it's never been my bars. It's been like I'm too much in my head sometimes to where like I think I might be moving awkward or my performance ain't good or something. And if I ever like break tunnel vision to where I start thinking about something else, I mess up. But when the way he was rapping his first, I was like, no, I got this. My angle too strong. There's nothing he can do. So yeah, first round I was just super confident.
Stay with me the first round because I've never heard this rhythm flow that you had going on the first. I picked that up earlier because we was like, me and my cousin was like, hold on, why none of that sound like he's flowing and like and stuff like that. Yeah, that's something different. Have you always done that? I don't remember you recall you. It was like real book collectorish.
So I was so you know I got like different flow patterns that I get into. Like me, I've always like been more of like a rapid fire rapper, but you know, I was under the impression that this was gonna be like a bigger crowd and you know what I'm saying? So I was thinking more along the lines of okay, you need to elevate on how you can talk to people in a crowd setting because a lot of times like I watch my known footage and I just go up there and just rap and I'm like rapidy rap and it's like it's cool but when you got 500 600 people in the building it's not resonating to the people sitting in the back of the building. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try a new flow and see if it's something that the whole crowd doesn't like, you know what I mean, get involved with. Now the crowd wasn't nearly as big as I thought it would be. So but I think it worked though. I think it's definitely something that I'm gonna build on, like just being more of a in the building type rapper, you know.
So I'm in the spaces today, right? Tonight after the battle, and I'm hearing people's opinions about the battles. So I said, let me hear what the culture is talking about, right? So what do you say to the people that say that you're blaming Real Deal for what teachers do? I thought it was a battle. He's a teacher. That's what I thought. But once again, you're the battle rapper. I heard that in the spaces tonight. What do you say to that?
I think people are stupid. I think people take everything face value and they're just so consumed with their weird way of thinking that they try to like persuade us to think like how they are. Common sense will tell you that if I felt like Real Deal was responsible for any of the things that I mentioned, I wouldn't even share the stage with him. Second off, I just used a correlation between him being a teacher and teachers in America and what the school system is doing. And that's all the correlation I needed. Just as much as somebody will blame me for slavery, knowing that I was born in 1991.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
So
it's just like, it doesn't make sense to me, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like, think outside the box here. He's a teacher. I used him being a teacher and correlated it with just the problematic things that we deal with teachers in America, period. I'm not blaming Real Deal particularly. I used my platform as a platform to speak on what I believe in. That's what
that girls and boys using the same bathroom line was hard, man. That was hard. Yeah. That was hard. And I also heard that people saying, you're comparing your potato salad, his potato salad, and raisins and everything like that. People are nitpicking the battle. I'm like, yo,
me personally, bro, like I hate doing the white versus white gimmicky like approach to the battle. But I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Battle rap fan base is a very predictable fan base. And I know that if I start off my round with the cliche, I'm white and he's white approach, everybody's going to be eating out the palm of my hand by the time I'm done with it. And they were, whether they want to, he played the race angle. Well, I get told I'm white every single battle. So it's like, I don't really see what the big deal is. You know what I'm saying? When the battle rap fan base steps up there, like, what they want to hear from me, then I'll go there. I can go into a lyrical bag. I've proven this many times.
Absolutely.
Like when I battled Quest McCody, when I battled JC, during the COVID setting when we was in a bubble, I was more of an intellectual in my writing. But when we
Mm.
got back in front of the crowd, bro, I can rap some of my hardest bars and nobody want to hear it. As soon as I say a typical white boy with this, da da da, the crowd reacts. So I'm like, I mean,
They
I
go
gotta,
tone deaf. They
yeah,
go
bro.
tone
So
deaf
it's like,
almost, right? So it's like,
and the thing is, you can never really please everybody, bro. Like, I'm gonna do the best that I can do, and there's always gonna be naysayers. There's always gonna be people that, even you, bro. There's people that's gonna watch your recap.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, as long as they're talking, that's good enough for me.
And let me ask you a question. What's going through your mind in real deal second round that you talked about his occupation and then he flips to when you
Yeah,
talking about his occupation?
genius, man. He's
Now
a
let me ask you,
genius.
do you think he had that for his first round or he switched up his rounds or it was magic like that? For both of you talk about
I,
occupation.
I don't know if he pulled I don't know if he switched it up or I don't know if he switched it up or not, but I don't know. That was just genius, man, because like it was like he had a round for the round I had prior. So I don't know. Real Deal's a very strategic battler. That's why, I was like happy to battle him because I
Yes.
was able to battle him with angles and substance and content rather than just like let's get up there and see how many times I could flip real or flip deal or you know what I mean. Like I
Yes.
could have went that route, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I want to do something different. I think it was a perfect opponent, and I'm glad his second was the way that it was because it made it for a fire battle. I think his second just added a lot of value to the battle for real.
Is it just me, Nunn, or I liked his second round more than his first round?
Yeah, me too. I think he clearly got the second.
Oh wow. I
Yeah,
give it a second also. He
yeah,
had the US broke as the criminal justice system. That was hard.
yeah,
I did like that from a real deal though. I
yeah.
did
That
like that.
was hard. Like he and I've been said I'm a truck driver for a while, and
Yes,
like
you have.
you hear people that'll tap on it, but they don't like know how to angle like that. So to stand in front of an angler and then he actually really like exploited it. So I think
Was
now
he
when
the
I
first
face
one that tapped into that more than anybody you ever faced?
yeah, and with that in depth with that much substance behind it, absolutely. Yeah, he was impressive, man. He was impressive. I like people that don't sound like nobody else, bro. That's my biggest thing with rap. Like I like people that just don't sound like nobody else. Like I always been like Tech Nine, always been one of my favorite rappers because
Mm.
he does. You know what I'm saying? Like so I've always been a person where even in music or battle rap or whatever it is, like if you don't sound like nobody else, I appreciate those type of rounds. So yeah, Real Deal was super impressive with that second.
Now your second round, you went the alcohol teacher angle, like comparing the teacher him being an alcoholic for
Yeah.
the majority of your round. Do you feel some people will feel that you kind of tapped into more the teacher bars too much when you
Yeah,
tapped in?
yeah. In the second, I probably should have went. I
Mhm.
probably should have like tried to figure it out a different way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can see where people say that.
But don't get it twisted though, because I want to ask you a question. The line you had about "I want that old thing back" at the drunk text. What was that? Because I was listening to, I'm trying to write down the bars, and I was like, "Yo, what was that line?"
Yeah, so I said speaking of 12 steps, 'cause I was like, if you're an alcoholic in a class, of course you're
Mm-hmm.
taking 12 steps. Speaking of 12 steps, look who's back on smack. Makes sense. You texting P, I want that old thing back. Of course, that's what a drunk text. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was feeling that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed this, because I noticed this. I'm watching the battle. Even though we're giving Real Deal the second round, what I thought was impressive is when you were rapping, he said a couple of times, I don't know if you heard him say this to you, I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it, I like that, I like that, I like
Mm.
that. He kept praising you through your
Yeah.
second round and everything like that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Um,
did. Yeah.
the third round now, Real Deal's third round. You talked about Verb, obviously, shutting down your social media and everything like that. Um, I like this third round. You know what I mean? I did like his third round. But
Yeah.
let's get to your third round, sir. Let me ask you this question. When you wrote this, right?
Yeah.
Was that the first thing you wrote when you wrote your rounds, or what you just came when you're writing at the crib?
Yeah, man. I had went through a little situation to where so my grandmother passed away, man, and I
My
don't know how to
condolences,
say
my
it.
dude. My condolences to grandma, man. For real, real talk.
Thank you, three.
For real.
So I was a truck driver, bro. Like I was in Louisville, Kentucky. I had to drive from Louisville, Kentucky, back to North Carolina. I literally like was watching my grandma die. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? And the situation was like I'm sitting there in a hospice care center. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma spoke her last words to me. It was like she stayed alive just till I came and seen her. I chilled with her in a hospice care center until she took her last breath. And originally I was called for like a 3-on-3 battle or whatever. And that didn't work out. And it
I'm
was just
glad it
like
didn't.
I just got tired of I was just mad, and I just got tired of being in a situation where it was like, maybe URL will call me, maybe they won't. You know, I call Beasley, I get the run around. You know, P, that's my guy, but you know, he's limited to what they allow him to do. So it's just like, man, I've been here for so long, and I still don't got enough pull to just like, you know, I mean, what is it? Like, do y'all just not want me here? Like, am I not marketable? Like, do the fans not like me? And like, you just start having all these doubts, man, and just, you know, just everything that you're going through. But the real deal battle ended up working out. And I don't know, bro. I just felt like putting my heart out there for real. Like, I ain't want to say F the league or F smack or none of that, bro. Like, I love them. You know what I'm saying? I love the league. I love battle rap, but it's like, I don't feel like they love me. And I feel like, you know, I dedicated 8 years of my life to this platform. I shouldn't be feeling like this, you know? And, you know, you got some people that's going to say, man, you asking for too much or you want too much. But my thing is, okay, let's just cut the facades then. Don't introduce me on stage and I'm your brother from another mother and all this. Don't say all of that, bro, because you putting lies in my head, bro. And I'm the type of person where you call me your brother, I'm going to, like, you got to stand on that with me. Like, I should be able to call you when I'm going through a family crisis if you my brother. But
absolutely,
you know.
You know, the beginning of your third round, you spoke about your 2022 year. I'm glad you went into that bag, though. I don't think a lot of people remember your 2022, how outside, quote unquote, you was in 2020, man.
Yeah, I could run it down.
Feel free, my brother.
All right,
you know what it is. You family
off,
over here.
Me and Snake Eyes kicked off Midnight Madness. The very next week, I had 1 week prep. Me and Rum Nitty had a 1-rounder on band. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 weeks after that, when nobody would give Sheed, when nobody was battling Sheed at that time, me and Sheed battled. Then after that, I battled Sharon. Then I battled Sheed again in the tournament. Then I battled O-Red. Then I battled Danny Myers. Then I battled Mike P. Then I battled Big T. Then I battled Jada Nightwing. And I battled Chef Trez. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I put in a lot of work.
Chef Trez also. Yeah, I'm sorry. You said Chef Trez, right?
Yeah. Chef Trez was the last one. I put in a lot of work, bro. And it was just like, for me to put in that much work for y'all to act like it ain't, I don't know. Like, I had this conversation with P and we disagree. He was like, you know, I told him, I was like, man, you know, y'all make me feel like, you know, the year I had just don't even matter. Like, and that's really how it felt, bro. Let me ask you, Three, from the outside, you from the outside looking in, and you looking, you know, you really like, you know, in the culture or whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, I value your opinion.
All right.
How do you feel, just from you looking at my career? How do you feel like URL treats me? Do you feel like they treat me as somebody that they need or respect or want around, or I'm just replaceable?
Now, see, that's the thing, though. All right, I think a lot of people are expendable. But the thing with you is how I look at it. I think you're, and I said this in my blog, I said, a real deal to me is one of the most underrated legends. And I said, there's a list of top 5 underrated battle rappers. If we have a list, top 5, you have got to be in that list. And let me tell you why. When I listen to you rap, right, I'm not thinking about other shit. You barely spill filler. There's a lot of your peers, respectfully, Nunn. They spill a lot of filler and bullshit. You be like, come on, bro. Like, get to it already. I don't get that with you. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And respectfully, I'm going to tell you this. In a culture where it's a lot of black folks in there, I see a lot of brothers and sisters online. They always say you're welcome to the barbecue and shit. So black folks rock with you heavy. You dig what I'm saying? I saw somebody say that. I don't co-sign this, but they said you're more blacker than real deal. That's why they rocking with you. So those little things you have in the culture, people rock with you and you can rap. That's the number. See, that thing we forget the part is you can rap. You're nice. You're not terrible. you actually can rap. You know what I'm saying? So I guess for me, looking at this, do you feel you sacrificed your career? Because somebody say he sacrificed his career. I was like, that's what we at right now. You think he sacrificed his career? And listen, we seen B
This is
Dot,
my
Jerry West have third rounds like this, but this third round, it was powerful. No, it was very powerful. Very powerful.
Yeah, it hit a little different.
Yeah.
So this is how I feel. First off, battle rap is not a career. Like we got to stop mislabeling what it is. It's a platform where we can show up and we can get paid, and that's a blessing. But if you're trying to make a career out of battle rap, God bless you. Because I tried to do that. And when I tried to do that, you know what I'm saying? At any given moment, you could be left for dead. They just shelf you with no explanation. I don't know no career, like a real actual workplace that I can go to, show up to work on time, show up early, don't miss a day, none of that, where they just gonna be like, well, we don't need you no more. You know what I'm saying? So I have a hard time putting the word career with battle rap. I have a hard time understanding how is it a career.
So what do you say to the people that say, okay, certain battle rappers will get a top dollar, right? They can make this a career because they get a top dollar per battle or per battles or how many 5 battle deals or whatever, this, that, and the third. What do you say to that? Now, people say that it can be a career.
Yeah.
Now, you say that, and some other people say it can be a career. So how you
if
feel
you're
about
in the upper echelon of talent to where, you getting like, 5-figure check or whatever, then absolutely, yes, you can live off of this. You make substantially enough income to where this can be a career. But for somebody like me, I'm in a mid-tier bracket. That's what it is. If you're trying to make this a career, it's cool as long as you're steadily getting booked every single month. You can do it, but just know that it's not gonna be no more than what you would make at a regular, like at a gig. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you had an hourly job, salary job, where you made a certain amount of income, the difference is, you know what I'm saying, we going out of town, we got an Uber from here to there. I gotta, I gotta get the outfit, I gotta get food while I'm out of town. Like, there's other expenses that come into it. And on top of that, it's like doing this plus doing a career, like a job, not gonna understand, hey man, I gotta go rap. They not finna understand that. They gonna be like, no, you wanna take off of work, there's better be a death in the family, or you're sick, or something, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard really balancing both. Like, people are always like, oh, why you just don't get a job and then do this? And it's like, man, if I get a job, like a real, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just, I don't know. It's different. So I like doing it, but
listen, I come in Swamp battle raps, and he has he works, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Southern brothers, you guys, because I live in Florida, so I be around a lot of cats. I feel y'all are kind of different than up north dudes. Up north dudes want to put a front a lot, facade sometimes, where dudes are gonna show I'm working, bro, I battle rap, and I have a 9 to 5. Also on top of that, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. It's just, I think like when you from the South, you from certain places.
Yes.
We ain't never really had nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us are like, a lot of people real poor. It's just being real. And I'm not saying that people not poor or people not struggling up north, but
yeah, of course, like all over the world.
Yeah, like the way we struggle, bro. The options. Sometimes you look around and everything's so desolate around you. It's just fields. It's just everybody you see around you just as broke as you are. Like, it just start to look at it like, man, I don't feel the need for me to waste my money on a whole bunch of clothes or to be the flashiest person. Like, battle rap, you like, you know what I'm saying? When Swamp had the Timbs and Twerk was like, they were single souls or whatever. And that was a thing. But see, to be real, where I'm from, bro, I ain't even know that was a thing. I swear to God, I ain't know that was a thing. To me, it's like, bro, it got a tree on the boot. Like, that's enough,
Right.
That's like where we from, bro. It's like where we from, bro. It's just like, man, some people just happy to have a clean pair of shoes on their feet. They not gonna, you know what I mean? So maybe it is just a different walk of life, bro. But I just get to like playing.
What do you say to the people that say that you weren't direct was real deal?
What you say, bro? What you say, 3?
What do you say to the people that say that you wasn't direct to Real Deal in that third round, and that's the reason they gave Real Deal. I got you 2-1, but some people got Real Deal win the battle also. Some people get Real Deal that third round.
The third one direct. I mean, I'm not mad at that, bro. Like if they're hold on, y'all. 1 second, y'all. I'm doing let me get this interview. Hey, hold on.
I heard the squad.
I sat right in the front
1 minute, y'all. I gotta do this interview real
you
quick.
go get it back.
I don't keep you long. I know you got the fellas with you. Shout out to Nunn, man. Shout out to my guy Nunn.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I don't keep you too long. A couple more questions, man.
No, you good. I wanted to answer that. What was the last question you would ask me? I wanted to
what do you say to the people that gave Real Deal that third round because they feel as dope as your third round was and as heartfelt as it was and as introspective as it was, you weren't directing your battle rap bars towards Real Deal, and it was more to Smack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that. You know, if they're watching the third round from the perspective of like me versus Real Deal, and I didn't, then you know, hey, I lost that round. That's cool, but
that round's too powerful. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's just like, you know, what are you watching battle rap for? You know? What are you watching for? Do you want me to just? I could have did that, but you know, I had a more meaningful reason. You know what I'm saying? So if you may feel like I lost that round, but I didn't. I'm trending on Twitter right now, and I don't even have a social media.
My dog trending, you hear me?
And I don't even have social media.
I know you don't. You don't get social. I know that.
I had people screaming.
How do you feel about that, though? How do you feel about that?
About what, like trending?
Yeah. Does that?
I mean,
you did your job, sir.
You know. The problem is, like, I don't want to seem so pessimistic. The problem is, I've trended a lot of times now.
Okay.
And people just like every time I get a caffeine showing, I'm trending. No, me and Danny, we're trending.
I remember you and Danny trending. It's a fact.
Me and she, we're trending. Tonight, I'm trending. And it's just like, at this point, trending don't even impress me no more. It's like, what does that mean? Or like, what does it do? Like, it don't equate to nothing because I've been trending so many times that it's like, okay, so when does trending turn into money in my bank? You know, like it confuses me, bro. Like, I feel like there's something wrong with me sometimes because I look at it like, how can so many people? I mean, I got fans in Africa, Asia, Australia, hit me up. I got all of this. And it's like, how can I have all these people that know who I am, but yet I'm still struggling in real life? And it bothers me, bro. So that's why, you know, like being trending, I think it's cool, but I also, at this point, I feel like it's just easy to be trending. And I know that sounds crazy, but I kind of feel like, you know, all you got to do is do something controversial or have a little shock value, and it's just that easy.
One of the lines you had in the third round that stood out to me also is when you said, if I'm not back on URL, this is basically this is the reason why. If I get a phone call back.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Like, you know, we know exactly what happened. I wanted to put that out there. So, you know, that put the pressure on them. So, you know, y'all can ask Smack. Y'all can ask Beasley. Y'all can ask URL. Hey, we going to see Nunn again or not? And if y'all don't see me again, then y'all know this third round, it struck a nerve. Because I ain't say F the league. I ain't say F that man. None of that. I just said exactly the truth, bro. Nothing I said in that round was fabricated.
Did anybody in the staff say anything to you afterwards? Smack, Bees, anybody? Pete?
I mean, it was very short. B said, I saw a battle rap, but you could tell he had some feelings. Smack's response was, man, you know, if you feel that way, that's how you feel. But it's just like, I mean, I hear you, but
right.
You know, like, I don't know. I don't think y'all really, you know, I don't think my side of the story really resonating. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, bro, I feel like URL just got so many rappers that, you know, I'm expendable anyway to them. So it's like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I should branch out and, you know, try other platforms and see what other platforms have to offer. I never really had an interest in other platforms, though, personally.
Really?
Like, yeah, nah, like I really didn't. At one point, I was on King of the Dot. It ain't really work out like that. You know, so I just was like, I'm good on them. RBE, I did one battle versus K Walker on
Yep.
RBE long time ago. And then, once I went on the URL route, I actually seen Lawrence again. And I talked to him, and he was like, nah, man, you took the URL route. So right then, I was kind of like, bro, it's too much competition between the leagues. And it's just like, once you feel like all the leagues competing with each other and you just stuck in the middle of it. So I was like, you know what, bro, I might as well just be loyal to URL. So that's what I went with.
What's the feedback you got from your peers as you're walking up the stage, though?
People love it.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, they feel like I spoke.
That's not none.
Wait, this is not. I don't want everybody to look at it as I'm saying, "Woe is me." You know what I'm saying? Like, woe is us. Like all of us. Like, we can act. We can sit here and act. There's a very select few battle rappers that are getting enough money to like just live. Like, I'm gonna say like 80% of us, I talk to everybody behind the scenes. I know how these guys feel. Like I hear how they talk. I'm not gonna say none of their names because it's on them to
Right.
their business. But I know how they feel. So that's why I said it. This is the half the mind of the URL who ain't got enough balls to tell y'all how they feel. Like that's real, bro. Like we don't like a lot of times we cower down in the face of URL because we want to keep getting booked. I've been that guy. I've been the guy that's like, man, I want URL to call me back, so I'm just gonna deal with it. Whatever they give me, whatever politics I gotta go through, I'm just gonna pretend. I'm gonna put a smile on my face. I'm gonna act like I enjoy this, even though I don't. And I'm not the only one, bro. We see this time and time again. URL rappers going through it with URL, then somehow they'll work it out and come back. And it's like, it just keep happening over and over again. I just think, I used the round as an opportunity to say, and I had somebody tonight tell me, I ain't gonna say their name, but I had somebody tonight tell me, it's your fault because you ain't call us. And that's a lie. I call all the time. I get the runaround. I'm gonna call you back. I get all of this. So I use that as my opportunity. Okay, you have got to sit here and listen to me. What you gonna do? You gonna stop me in the middle of my round? You gonna look like a sore sport. You feel me? So you got to let me rap this round. You cannot interfere with what I gotta say, and you're gonna hear me out entirely. And I'm gonna rap it, and you still own the content, so you can still get paid off of it. So it's a win-win for both of us.
Was Smack biting a little bit too rough?
I don't know. You think so?
No. Let me ask you. Do you? All right. There was a couple of times I'm like, ouch. I was just doing one of the jabs though. You know what I mean? Like, because you look. All right. Let me ask you a question. You're looking at Smack. Obviously, he's wearing glasses, so you can't have eye-to-eye contact. But what do you think he's thinking when you're rapping? Well, does it even matter to you?
You could tell I struck a nerve. You could tell I struck a nerve, but shout out to Smack, man.
Godfather.
I gotta give Smack like a major salute. Yes, he's definitely the godfather of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love URL, man. I wanted to be here. You know what I mean? I definitely think I struck a nerve. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he didn't appreciate it. But I don't know, bro. It's on my heart, bro. It's like at the end of the day, if it would have been P standing up there, Beasley or Chico standing up there, it would have been them. But Smack, you the face of the league, so you gotta catch the clip,
Gut feeling. Would you be back on URL? I think you will be, but your gut feeling.
Something's got to change, man. I wrote this round not to. I wrote this round not to just say, yeah, man, that was controversial, won't it? Yep, now I'm back. No, like something's legitimately got to change, bro. I got to feel like there's a plan for me. And if I don't feel like there's, like, I don't know, bro. I don't love this like I used to, bro.
I know, you told me that last time. I know.
Yeah, like I don't, man. I love the cities I've been to, the stages I've been in front of, the fans. That's the stuff that I love, but all this politics, man. And then to be honest with you, I don't even really like battle rap content. I feel like everybody, I don't, bro. I feel like everybody is so redundant. You can get in front of me and have a Catholic none of the above, none for granted, none this, and it gets reaction every single time. And it's just like, I don't know. I lost the love for it, bro. It's like, it's the most simplistic. I'm starting to feel like it's the most cut, copy, paste form of rap I've ever heard. And these fans be acting like they never heard these name flips before. They never heard these bars before. And I'm like, I listen to them. I'm like, man, somebody done said Nunn's sister act to me forever.
Ever. Yeah.
And they'll say a Nunn sister act bar right now, and the whole crowd will react. And it's just like, I don't know, bro. Something got to change for me to want to really want to do this anymore. Like, Real Deal was a formidable opponent because of his the way he battles, wise, angle wise. I know he's gonna come with some fresh material that I usually don't hear. That enticed me to say, okay, I'm interested in this battle. It's not like one is money, one is appreciation, two is the level of competition you're willing to put me in front of. Stop putting me in front of just everybody. Like, I don't understand why I'm still in that boat. Like, I battled Danny Myers at Nunn, Battle of the Night. I battled Rum Nitty in a 1-rounder. People got me winning, some people got him winning. I battled JC, had an incredible battle. Like, I battled Shotgun Suge, people got me winning. Like, I don't know. I just don't know what it is. Like, why am I not getting the push? Explain to me what I've done to not deserve the push. Is it that I'm not marketable? Is it that it's just like, just come right out and say it so that way I know how you feel. It's like URL want to keep you just close enough, but they don't want to give you that extra limelight. And it's like, I'm tired of it, bro. I never wanted to be on URL to be a mid-tier or a card filler. That just wasn't that wasn't the end goal for me. You know what I'm saying?
What was your third round? Was it low key a farewell?
Yeah, that was me pretty much saying, like, I don't really care to do this no more. Like, I mean, I love rapping, I love battling, I love the art form, but man, I'm gonna be real with you. It's a mixture of the league. It's a mixture of politics. It's a mixture of the toxicity that comes from the fans, and it's really lethargic. Okay, yeah, that's a bit. What the car? I ain't got key to get back in. Oh, I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going to get in the house. Oh, you call me because I don't. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's just a mixture of everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, and I hate being in an interview like this with like such a pessimistic spirit about me, because it's like, even after leaving a stage like that, I'm trending, I'm on Twitter, all this stuff. Like, that's a lot of things to be optimistic about. But the thing is, bro, I'm a realist, and I know that, yeah, that's cool. But tomorrow I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about my family. Like,
right.
So it's like, yeah, I'll have breakthrough moments and breakthrough performances and all of that, but this ain't as life changing as I was led to believe it was when I started doing this. And it's just like, it leaves you feeling bitter. And before I keep feeling like I want to have elevation mentally, like as a man, like I feel like battle rap keeps us battle rappers in a place to where we have like childlike emotions. We're always toxic. We're always arguing with each other. We're always like degrading each other. Like men don't act like that, bro. Like in real life, like we don't walk around just constantly degrading people all the time. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying? At this point in my life, I'm more into like, I want to build something. I want to build something that's indestructible. And I just don't feel like I don't feel like battle rap can offer me that.
This year has been the weirdest year in battle rap for me as a fan of battle rap. It's been weird. I added you to the list now. Mike P, K-Shine, and you, who's been real. You three brothers, I see that, having a lot of discrepancies with URL. I know you're not on Twitter, so you probably don't see Mike P. When you get a chance, check Mike P's blog. He breaks down a lot of stuff, how he's feeling. Because Mike P was gonna be on this card, remember now?
Yeah.
Mike P and Jack Boy gonna be on the same card you was at. But for whatever reason, that battle, it didn't go down, man. But listen, brother, I gotta say this. I appreciate you giving us a fire battle. That third round is gonna be spoken about for a very long time. Like I said, I've seen guys talk to Smack, B-Dot, Jerry West, and a few other people also, but this is definitely, it was needed. You believe it was needed, right?
Yeah, I definitely do. For sure.
All right. No, I appreciate you, brother.
3. I appreciate you too, man. Let me do this real quick, man.
All right.
I always appreciate you going above and beyond to get our side of how we feel about things or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell that you're a media platform that genuinely cares about the art form, the craft, the battler themselves, and where I feel like a lot of battle rap media lacks is the care for us as human beings. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give you flowers, give you praise for saying, bro, like I appreciate you from coming from a perspective of now I'm trying to get to know these artists as men and women instead of just like we just battle rappers. Because we more than just battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate
that, Nunn.
Absolutely, bro.
All right. Peace and love, my guy.
Thank you. You too, bro.
You already, man.